Dan is het 3 uur? Dan is het 3 uur. Oké. Alright, yeah.
Nog een half minuut. Seconden. Tien.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a new episode of Stenden TV magazine. My name is Mason. I will be your host this afternoon. Topics for today include New Year's resolutions, Christmas around the world, Dutch donuts, and high and low lights of 2016. To start off, it's almost New Year's Eve, which means most of the people have New Year's resolutions. So what are the resolutions of Stenden students and teachers? We're about to find out.
My name is Chris,
And I'm Devony.
and today we're gonna ask students and teachers about their New Year's resolutions and goals for 2017. Do you have New Year's resolutions?
As academic dean of MEM, I want to grow the number of students next year.
I will not hang around with girls because they think I love them.
I want to get my propedeutic this year.
Yes, I want to move to Leeuwarden.
My New Year's resolutions are because of my knee injury, I want to recover totally, so I will have to do a lot of exercise, and I hope it will work.
We have plans to develop a minor together with international tourism and Stenden Bali.
My New Year's resolution is to basically be a better person.
Those are the New Year's resolutions from our students and teachers. And now I have an appointment with Laura van der Heijden. She's a first year's MEM student and she started up a photography company because she discovered it during the module Media Operations at the Learning Company. Let's go to Laura. What would you like to achieve in 2017?
I'll just grow with my company. I just started a month ago, and I just want to grow bigger, more work. Just grow my company.
How did you get the idea for your company?
Last year I did other study here on Stende, and there was young entrepreneurship, and this was my hobby, photographic, and I have also here workshops about it, and then I was thinking, hey, let's start a company, and now I started, and it's really busy.
Oh, wow, nice that it's so busy already. How will you achieve your goals?
Work hard and have fun in my work, because when I make pictures of people or do my job, the people like it, and I always want to make the best, the great picture, and make people happy about it.
I hope that you achieve your goal to make your company bigger, and thank you for being here. I hope that all the New Year's resolutions of our students and teachers come true. And I wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Back to the studio.
In the studio we have Alvar van Rijn. He's a student counselor of NHL and he will talk about the psychology behind New Year's resolutions. Welcome. Alvar, I have a couple of questions for you. And the first one is, why do a lot of people have the same cliché resolutions and why do they have them every year again and again?
I think basically because it feels like you have to have New Year's resolutions. So society says you have to have them, so let's have them. But that's not really thought out. It's not really something you want, so you just pick the first thing that comes to mind. Stop smoking, lose weight, that sort of things.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. And what you already mentioned, stop smoking, stop drinking. A lot of people do say that every year over and over again.
Yeah.
But most of the people, yeah, it won't work out every time for everyone as best as possible. How is that possible?
Well, there's two answers to that question. First, if you pick that resolution because, well, you had to pick a resolution, then you're obviously not committed enough. So it's okay to say it and it's okay not to do it. If you really want to stick with your New Year's resolution, like for example the guy in the introduction,
Yeah.
with the knee injury, he has a clear goal, and that's a personal goal. It's not. He probably didn't. He didn't
Yeah.
pick that because his environment told him to pick that. So he wants to pick the exercises for his knee to recover completely. That's a clear goal as well.
Yeah.
It's not just something vague. I'd like to have a better knee or something, but
Yeah.
it's very clear. I want to recover completely and be able to do what I did before.
Okay, cool. And yeah, what you're saying is that having a clear goal, that's important. It's necessary, of course. But what can people do to motivate themselves, yeah, more to achieve their goals?
Well, I think first take time to think what is a New Year's resolution that is really fitting for me, which I really want. Not because my environment says I have to. That could be parents as well. And you can disagree with your parents.
Yeah.
I know certainly I did. So pick something that's really close to your heart or what you really want to achieve. That's the first thing. So you got to have that commitment.
Yeah.
Second thing is, I hate the term, and usually students tend to balk at it, but the SMART thing, the specific, measurable,
Yeah.
etc. That's something to take into account, and then not to get a good grade for a paper, but for your own resolutions. There's simply smart components to goal setting.
Yeah.
What most of the time doesn't get taken into equation is the ecological side of it. So you could say smart E. And ecological means also sustainable. So you can say, okay, I'm going to quit smoking, and how am I going to do that? And you can put a date in and make it completely smart, and then fail to take into account the ecology of it, and say, well, I'm going to do that by willpower. I'm just going to stop.
Yeah. Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're running out of time already, but thank you for all your answers, what you gave to me and to all of us. So thank you for being here. Thank you for your time with us today. And we hope that our students and teachers achieve their goals in 2017. It is almost that time of the year. Christmas is coming to town. You can see Christmas trees in the houses, people having fun with their families, and of course, Christmas parents. Or not. There are many students from different countries at Stenden, and how do they celebrate Christmas at their home country?
We celebrate Christmas with friends and family, and with friends and family we're gonna gourmet, and that's very nice.
Now Marty is gonna take a question from the Christmas question tree.
Do you think Santa is a man or a woman, Niels?
I think Santa is a woman because he has a beard.
Hello, Merry Christmas everyone. In Aruba we have the traditional white Christmas as everyone dreams on the white sandy beaches with a warm crisp sun. All houses are always decorated with a beautiful Christmas tree. Christmas lights are everywhere, and the sound of music is only found in the Caribbean. It's the beautiful gaita singing our souls back to heaven. In Aruba, we celebrate Christmas with the #1 important thing that all Christmas celebrations must have: delicious and enormous amount of food. We eat out for 2 days straight. We eat from Noche Buena, which is the big Christmas celebration on the 24th. We open presents and then we start at 2 o'clock by continuing eating until Christmas Day.
We celebrate Christmas at first, the whole family has dinner together, and then at 12 o'clock at night we all go to church and we have a service there, and then afterwards we all get together, the whole village, and we exchange presents with each other.
Curacao celebrates Christmas in a very traditional way, where we start our very nice dinner, which is called Noche Buena, which is the Christmas Eve dinner. Then you have the amazing brunch breakfast, and let me tell you what, you start at 9, you finish at 11, and then dinner, we start cooking dinner around 3, so dinner is done at 6, and then you eat again, and then you eat all the way till night when you get to open all your presents from the family. But do you think it's over there? Don't you even think that, because then we celebrate the second day of Christmas, and that's where we have the traditional word that is sakaratong. It's a way of saying that we literally pick everything that we have left over and make a whole new meal out of it to eat even more. So yes, Christmas in Curacao is all about food, 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 love, family, and just enjoying the time of Christmas.
Now, let's just pick up one special question from the tree. What movie are you watching during Christmas? Of course, we all watch the favorite, The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, because we all have that one neighbor who refuses to get in the Christmas spirit unless he gets food. And they always come over and then they eat and they eat and they eat, and then we just have a merry, jolly old time.
Is Christmas without snow also Christmas? Well, because I'm from Austria, for me, Christmas without snow is no Christmas.
Do you have a pair of Christmas socks? Of course I do. Even though in Curacao you do not have the white snow, we do have, of course, the crystal beaches, blue beaches with a nice white sand to enjoy. But we do have the traditional American thing where we hang our stockings with our socks and our names on it, because there you get all your candy, and maybe if the present is small enough, that as well in it. There's only one thing I must say: the Bom Pasco, Feliz Año Novo, y disfrutar de vosso Año Novo com vossa família.
圣诞快乐
Frohe Weihnachten.
Crăciun fericit.
Bon Pasco and Feliz Año to everyone out there in the world.
Frohe Weihnachten.
Fijne kerstdagen!
Now we know how Christmas can be celebrated in different ways. In the studio we have Tom. Welcome, Tom. Thank you for being here. For you I have also a couple of questions, and the first one: how do you celebrate Christmas?
Well, we always celebrate it with the whole family, and we eat a lot and drink a lot, and everybody is going to get together.
Yeah.
So it's always nice, and most of the time we watch a movie, like
Okay.
a family movie.
Okay, and I'm wondering, do you know the origin of Christmas? Like, where does the story come from? Do you know it?
That's the birth of Christ.
The birth of Christ. Can you tell us something more about it?
Yeah, yeah, it's the birth of Christ, and it's celebrated in the church, and
Okay.
yeah, a lot of people go to churches.
And do you believe in that story, that Christ was born there in Jerusalem? And
I don't.
You
I
don't?
No, my parents do, and they want me to, I guess. But yeah, I did some research on it when I was 12, and yeah, I don't.
Okay, and why don't you believe in a religion and your parents actually do? Where
Yeah,
does that come from?
I guess it's the time. Like my parents come from the 60s, and yeah, things were different then. And yeah, we can do research and stuff, and yeah, that's why.
Okay,
I guess.
but you don't believe the story that Jesus was born
No.
there? Okay, okay. Yeah, there could be, of course. And what's your favorite aspect about Christmas?
Yeah, like the whole being together with the family and eating together and drinking together. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
so it's a nice time of the year.
Yeah, sounds pretty positive to me. Are there any aspects that you don't like about Christmas?
No, not
Sorry.
really. Yeah.
Not really?
No, in my youth it was like going to church because I had to.
Yeah.
But I didn't like it at all. But yeah, that's the only thing, I guess.
Okay, and when you went to church when you was a child, what was going on in the church? Can you tell us something more about what happened over there?
Yeah. We always had to sing and drink stuff with each other.
Yeah.
The elders drank wine, and we drank lemonade or something.
Okay, how old were you then?
Like
Back then?
six, 7.
6 years old. And when did you stop with going to the church?
I guess at 11 or 10 or something.
Okay. And
Then I started to look at internet and stuff, and yeah.
yeah, and your parents are still going.
Yeah.
Also this year, next
this
year, last year. Okay.
Every year.
Okay. Yeah. You talked about food because yeah, Christmas, a lot of food, a lot of eating. Can you tell us what's your ultimate Christmas dinner?
Like every year, we eat cheese fondue.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing ever. So yeah.
Yeah. Is it
I
only
like it a lot.
cheese, or what do you dip in the cheese?
Yeah, bread and broccoli. It's kind of healthy also, so that's nice.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice, Tom. I want to thank you for being here, of course. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year already to all of you, of course. Thank you for your time. Yeah, then it's time for us to move on. And in about 1 week, it is time to celebrate New Year's Eve. In the Netherlands, it's a tradition that everyone is eating Dutch donuts around New Year's Eve. So what's better than to know where you can get the best Dutch donuts in Leeuwarden? Therefore, we did a little test with 4 different Dutch donut stands. We're about to check it now.
Today we are going to do the Dutch donut test, and behind me you see the first competitor. So let's go to get the first Dutch donuts. Now we've got the last Dutch donuts. Let's test them.
Here in the studio we have Wasim Hussein, one of the testers of the Dutch donuts. Welcome. He comes from Syria and has lived a couple of years in Dubai. Since October 2015 he lives in the Netherlands. Welcome again.
Hey.
For you I have also a couple of questions. And yeah, to start off, what did you think about doing the Dutch donut test?
Well, that was an amazing experience actually, because I'm kind of a big fan of food.
Okay.
From all over the world, so I found it really nice experience for me.
Okay.
So I just different kind of donuts. I mean, all the bodies. Yeah.
Okay, top. And yeah, what we already told, you've lived in multiple places around the world.
Yeah.
And now I'm curious, how do you celebrate New Year's Eve in a country like Syria?
Well, generally we gather all the family around one table, having a lot of food actually, different kind of food. Well, almost of them are traditional food, and they stay eating the whole night and welcoming the new year together.
Yeah.
So this is generally what we do there actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said traditional food. What kind of food is very traditional for Syria?
Well, it should be a lot of vegetables, meat, and kind of fat food actually.
Okay.
We cook it at home. We did not bring it from outside. So yeah, and the whole family should taste it. But it's difficult names if I won't go into name it now. But it's really, really amazing food. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds delicious.
Yeah.
And you have also lived in Dubai for a few years.
Yeah.
Is Christmas over there any different than other places like Syria, for
Well,
example?
yeah, for sure, because Dubai is a multicultural city and crowded the whole year actually, and people came there from all around the world, and yeah, they have kind of crazy night in Dubai. Well, generally, especially, they have kind of fireworks. I think that people keep watching that on YouTube the whole year.
Yeah.
And they spend millions of dollars, and people came from all around the world to watch that live there on the site in the downtown Dubai. And after that, well, usually people go out, and because kind of DJs and stars, singers, they came from all over the world to the city.
Cool.
So it's really, yeah, crazy night there.
Cool, nice.
Yeah.
And if you had to choose, in which country was celebrating New Year's Eve the most
Well,
fun?
I go back to Dubai.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Dubai?
honestly. Yeah,
because
sure.
of all the crazy partying and stuff like that?
Well, it's an unforgettable night, yeah.
Okay, and now you're experiencing Christmas for the first time in the Netherlands.
Second time.
Second time. Oh,
Yeah.
how was your first time in the Netherlands? Was it any different?
Compared to Syria, I guess it's the same, because usually we gather we're eating at the same table with the whole family.
Yeah.
So, and yeah, close friends. So generally, yeah, it's almost, I guess, the same all around the world, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
And for this year, do you have any special plans?
Yeah, with friends actually.
Only with
For
friends?
Christmas, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm living here by my own, so
Yeah.
the only family here is my friends. So.
All right. And what are your plans?
Well, having a dinner together, cooking together, and having a nice dinner together.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then for you, as we already have spoken about the good resolutions for the next year, do you have any good resolutions for next year?
Well, yeah. Well, the first thing on my plan that getting a new job, because I get kind of interviews last couple of months, then I get kind of result by the new year.
Yeah.
I hope it will be a nice year for me. And I'm learning Dutch, so I hope that I'm going to finalize that by the coming year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have another like special food is one topic on my list. But did you already mentioned special food? But is there any different in eating food in different countries? That's what I'm wondering, because you eat meat in Syria and you eat meat in Dubai and of course also in the Netherlands. But are there different kind of meats that
Well, for sure. I think the whole world eating the same meat, but it's the difference is how you cook the meat. Because yeah, we eat kind of spicy meat actually, and we enjoy that with some drinks. But it's less spicy here in Netherlands, I guess, that day. So
Okay.
that's the difference, I guess.
Okay, Wasim, thank you very much for being here.
Thank you.
And of course, Merry Christmas.
Thanks a lot.
And then we're moving on to our last item. And it's a Christmas special, a short compilation of the high and low lights of 2016. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Apple pie, apple pie. Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? What to do?
Yeah. And that boy in the building. Yeah. LMB. Yeah. Hype lyric on the beat.
Donald supported the invasion of Iraq.
Wrong.
And that's absolutely proven over and over again.
You're wrong.
He's right here. He's right here.
Oh my God!
Come here, give me noise.
Wat?
Skin outside the bubble, laat me gaan.
We're going to make America great again.
In the studio, we have a singer from the Voice of Holland, Mireille Komproe. Welcome.
Hi.
Thank you for being here. It's an honor. For you, I have also a couple of questions. And to start off, 2016, a year with ups and downs. What was your highlight of 2016?
Of course, my highlight this year was the Voice of Holland.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It was a great experience, and it was the best thing that happened to me this year.
Okay, cool. And yeah, when you're standing there with the blind audition, how did you felt at that moment?
Well, I'm also telling it on TV. I had to pee my pants all the time. I was really nervous, but it was great to do. Yeah.
Nice. And the Voice of Holland, how was now your musical career going?
Well, before I sing in a band with my sisters.
Yeah.
And we're just doing little parties. And now I have been in a voice, and I get calls all the time. And I'm also doing charity, so that's also great to do.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, Mireille, there's a microphone laying on here on this table thing, and I'm wondering if you want to sing a song for us.
Yes, of course.
In the Christmas style, of course, if you can. Eh?
Yes, of course.
Yeah?
I will perform.
Okay, that's awesome. If you want to stand up, you're free to stand up.
Yes, of course.
Microphone, it is working, I guess.
Okay. Yes, it does.
All right, give it a go.
Okay. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, around young virgin, mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and wine, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace.
Wow. Awesome. Thank you very much, Mireille. That was awesome. Really awesome. And in the Christmas style, I love it. I've also have a couple of questions for you there on my cue card.
Yes.
Did you have, next to your highlights of The Voice, did you have any lowlights as well?
I think we all have one lowlight this year, and that's what we also saw in the little movie, the terrorist attacks in all over the world. So I think that's for everyone. And that's something we can't help, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. It's terrible. I could ask you if you have any more lowlights or highlights besides the singing, besides the Voice of Holland. Did you have any other good things that happened to you last year?
Good things. I become an aunt. So that's
cool.
A personal
Congratulations.
story. Yes, it's really awesome. It makes me really happy for the second time. So that's also a big highlight in my life. Yeah.
Nice. And the lowlights there aren't that much.
No. No, they not this year.
Okay, then we can say that you had a great year.
Yes, I definitely
And hopefully 2017 will be as good as
really
last
hope
one.
so, yeah.
And I hope you will get very far with your musical career.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Thank
you for your time again. And then we're moving on to the end. That's it for today's episode. Thank you to everyone involved, especially the guest. Thank you again. Everyone have a great day, and we hope you will tune in next time for Stenden TV magazine. We wish everybody Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Woo! Nou ja, hartstikke bedankt. We hadden niet op gerekend dat het zo troep zou worden.